here today with a tutorial for this look. Not only is it a tutorial, it's like a first impression of a ton of products, and it's all drugstore. I haven't done a full face drugstore tutorial in so long, and I'm really excited. I kind of went through my whole collection and picked all inexpensive drugstore stuff. I do have some Colourpop in here, so I still consider Colourpop drugstore, even though now it's being sold at Sephora. The price point on it is cheaper than a ton of drugstore stuff right now. So I have a full face tutorial. It's for this look. Brow products, I have lashes, eyeshadow, foundation is actually not a new product, but it's new to me. Primers, highlighters, there's a lot going on in this video. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy my channel. Decide to stay a while by hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And you guys, the notification bell, I have realized it is extremely important. I have subscribed to a few new channels lately, and when I press subscribe, it has actually alerted me that unless I press the notification bell, it's not guaranteed that those videos will show up in my subscription box. A lot of you had actually told me that you didn't even know I was making videos anymore because they weren't showing up in your subscription box. Not everybody follows me on my other social media outlets, and so make sure you hit that bell. That way you can be notified of the videos, and it will ensure that it goes into your subscription box, because there is a huge issue with YouTube not putting videos where they need to be. There's a huge issue with YouTube not putting people's videos in their subscription box. It's happened to me. I have people that I love following, and if I miss a video of theirs one week because I'm not watching a ton of videos that week, I won't see them in my subscription box for another 2 or 3 weeks unless I go to their page and actually see, oh wow, I've missed a ton of videos. So I have been hitting the subscription notification bell on all of my favorite YouTubers lately so I don't miss their videos. So I just ask for you guys to do the same. If you want to see how I created this look, then just stay tuned. And yes, I chopped all my hair off, you guys. I'm still trying to figure out how the heck to style my hair. I don't really know. I mean, you guys know I've had such long hair, and I've had extensions, and I've really held a lot of my identity in my long red hair, and so I wanted to try something new, something different, and I did chop it quite short. And so if you have some tips and tricks of your favorite hairstyles or hair tools or hair products and you have short hair, let me know down in the comments below, because I would love your recommendations. And yeah, let's just get into the tutorial. First product we're going to try is this new Brow Stylist Boost and Set from L'Oreal. This is in the shade Soft Brunette, and it has this little tiny little wand, which I love because most brow products for some reason have this giant wand, and I don't have huge eyebrows, so those big wands end up getting all over my face. And I already did my brows with the Lottie London Arch Brow pencil, which I really like. I love this wand. It's so tiny and perfect, and I feel like it's holding my brows up, which is great. So far so good, and I like the color. It's not too ashy, so it's gave me. We'll let it set and see if it makes them all crunchy or not. I do not have a drugstore primer, so the least expensive one I could find is this one from Sephora, and it's their cooling primer. I love it. It reminds me a lot color-wise of the Painterly Paint Pot, which you guys know I really like. This one is in matte pink beige, and it is a little bit stickier than MAC Painterly Paint Pot. That one's more creamy. This one definitely has some tack to it. Now I do always have to set it because it is so sticky that matte shadows will kind of get a little bit patchy on it. So I just set it with loose powder. This is the Rimmel Instant Matte and Perfect, or Fix and Matte. I really like this stuff. To use this new Semi-Precious palette from Colourpop. The colors are super gorgeous. So I decided to pull out some of my pressed Makeup Geek and Colourpop shadows. So I'll link what colors I'm using down in the description box below, because they're all in these Z palettes, so I don't know what color is what. But have not used these in so long, and so I really wanted to pull them out and use a lot of the mattes today. This one I think is Peach Smoothie. Just a light peach color, just as a transition shade right in the crease. Gosh, I used to be so ride or die hardcore for these shadows, And then, you know, new palettes came out and I just got sucked into other palettes, but these are so good. I haven't used my MAC shadows in forever either. All right, the next color I'm gonna swing into is Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. And I'm using the same brush and I'm just going right into the crease. And because of the way my eyes are shaped, you can see I kind of have like these little wrinkles. I have to make sure when I blend it that I kind of blend up here, because if I don't blend the color up a little bit, it just looks very, very strange on my eye shape. So I have a little bit of, I have a lot of lid space here, but then I'm hooded kind of out on this outer crease. So it's a little bit tricky doing my eyeshadow up here. Desert Sands, kind of like that mustardy color. A little bit of that and Preppy. I'm gonna mix the two. Preppy's just a slight bit darker. I'm getting just a tiny bit because I'm just gonna take this right on the ridge right here. So right on that bone, just to give it a little bit of this mustardy color. I've been living for mustard clothing lately. Ooh, girl, I love it. So, oh yeah, I like the way that's looking. So I'm just taking it above the crease, right on that brow bone right there, and then taking it in. Just kind of creating the illusion that my crease is a little bit higher than it actually is. And I feel like it kind of conceals my wrinkly eyelids. Tan lines, this is Makeup Geek. Bake Sale, which is a little lighter. I'm gonna mix those two. I really like mixing shadows just to get kind of like your own custom color. And this is a 221 from MAC. And I'm concentrating this more in the crease, just to define this crease a little bit deeper. So we're gonna have like the deeper defined crease, and then it kind of fades to that really pretty mustardy color. This kind of reddish color called Sidekick. It's like a reddish brown. And I'm gonna mix a tiny bit of Wild West with it, which is a deeper chocolate color. And this just right on this outer V. Colourpop in Distressed. It's just kind of an off white color. Just right here under the brow bone. I'm drawn to this greeny color. I just think that's so pretty. Get a little Fix Plus on there. And let's go for it. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. This color is so pretty. It's so pretty. It definitely takes a little bit of building up, but Fix Plus definitely is the magic with this. Okay, so to deepen up the outer part, I'm gonna mix a little bit of this purple color, which is called Razzy, and this deep brown called Noche. So those two colors. Gosh, I need to just take these Colourpop shadows and stick them on my vanity and just play with these again for a while, because I just forgot how much I freaking love them. I hope they end up coming out with like all the singles and the whole collection at Sephora. I think they are. They just have a few things so far, which that Semi-Precious palette we're using is at Sephora. Tiny bit of this color right here. I just want it to kind of meld these two together. Let's do some skin. All right, we're gonna prep our skin with some prep spray. This is the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. I love the Pixie sprays. Okay, that got me a little bit strong in the face. I have two primers today. I think I'm gonna try to use them both. These are the new L'Oreal Infallible Glow Lock and Matte Lock. I'm really excited. They're supposed to be long wearing primers. So we're gonna start off with the matte one down the center of my face, because that is where I tend to get a little bit more shiny. And I bought these off of Amazon. They were significantly cheaper than Ulta. And I haven't found Ulta having like any sales on like buy one, get one 40% off or anything on any of these brands. We're gonna do the Glow, which has like this pearlescent color. It's like kind of a peachy color. We're gonna do that around the rest of the face, because I don't tend to get like oily. on my cheeks or anything. So we're gonna see how this goes. This could be like really great, or this could be a mess. Also came out with these Lumi Glotions from L'Oreal, and I got the shade Light Glow and Medium Glow. And it says you can use the lighter one to illuminate all over, highlight, and use the darker to bronze all over, or contour. So we're gonna try that as well. I'm gonna take the Light Glow and do that where I'd normally highlight. We're gonna do this as like an under makeup thing here. So I know I just put the matte, because I'm gonna put the glow now. The Glotion. I'm gonna put a little bit down the center of my nose and on my cheeks. Huh, this is the light, but I feel like, I swatched this on my hand yesterday and it looked so pretty. Let's take the darker one, which they said you can use to contour, so maybe it's not as glowy. Really not sure, but we're gonna give it a go. All right, this doesn't look much different, but I think this is gonna be a bad situation that I'm getting myself into here. I'm definitely not gonna contour with this. So I would just suggest like find the one that's for your color and then put it wherever you want to have glow. I'm not gonna stick that all over my face as a contour because I'm looking just a bit shiny at the moment. So we'll just see how this goes. This could be disastrous. All right, let's do our liner. I have this Infallible Super Slim. I can't remember if I've used this before. This is in black. Liner does have a bit of a shine, but it's not too bad. We'll probably end up using it. Let's just go ahead and do our liner really quick because then I don't have to think about it. I'm just gonna do just a normal line today. The only one that I have that I've never used is this Dream Wonder from Maybelline. It's in Creamy Natural. I think it's gonna be too dark, but we can try it. We'll give it a fighting shot and see if it works. It is very, very liquidy. I tend to really like these kind of foundations, so I'm excited to give her a go. I bought it a while ago and then never used it, so let's see how it applies. My face is quite a bit lighter than my neck, so hopefully this will work. I feel like it's a little peachy looking, but I needed a foundation that was Drugstore, and this is the only one that I haven't used. The other one I was gonna wear is the Sonia Kashuk one, but I feel like I've used that in a video before. So, well, this applies really nicely and it looks really pretty on the skin. So far so good. There's definitely a glow, most likely from all the glow products we used earlier. I don't have a new concealer for you, so I'm just gonna use the Maybelline Master Conceal because I really like this one. I'm mixing the color Light. I should probably give it a good shake. I'm mixing Light and Fair. My beauty blender and really blend that out. I always like to give a nice little blot before I set it so you're not setting little creases. I love setting along my nose, kind of in the triangle that you apply your concealer is where I really set. This is a Real Techniques setting brush, and I use it just like that. Matte and poreless, so I'm gonna give that one a go. This one is in the shade Natural Beige. Some of these I just haven't used in so long. I can't even remember if I like them or not. Use the Butter Bronzer because that's the only drugstore bronzer I can find. And I'm going to use this brush, which I love. It was sent to me, and I think their brushes are so, so cheap. This is by Juno & Co. I want to say their brushes are like under $5, and this brush is like my new favorite. It's called the ESO5. It's like my favorite for bronzing. Have you guys tried the Butter Bronzer highlights and blushes? I saw them, but I have not tried them yet. This Essence blush in Satin Love. These are super cheap, and the colors are pretty gorgeous. This is that same Wet n Wild brush. You can get them at Walgreens. Oh, that's pretty. This has a little shimmer in it. I guess I didn't really expect that. Shimmerista True Lumi. Again, got it off of Amazon because it was a lot cheaper. It's a loose shimmer. Kind of reminds me, I swatched it last night, kind of reminds me of the Kylie Highlighters. So let's see how it works. I'm using, again, another Wet n Wild brush. I love this for highlighting lately. The shade I got, there's two shades. This one is Sunlight. The other one is more of like, I think it's called Moonlight. It's definitely far more cool toned. It looked very like holographic, you know, the holographic trend. So I didn't want something so blue. Wow. Wow. Holy Toledo. That's like a little bit dark for my skin. If you have a deeper skin tone, like medium to deeper skin tone, whew, this color is so pretty. Maybe I need to get the other one. I didn't really want that cool toned of a color, but holy crap, I didn't even use Fix Plus. Oh my God. It's definitely like way too dark for my skin. Like it looks a little crazy, but dang, that is very highlighted. Shoot. Well, if you, like I said, have a medium to deep skin tone, this is going to be phenomenal. I definitely think I'm going to get the other one. I didn't really want it because I didn't want something so like holographic-y looking, but dang, that is some serious highlight. Definitely reminds me of the Kylie highlighters. Oh, actually it's really pretty now that I've kind of toned it down. And with the damp beauty blender, it kind of just like melted it into the skin. That's actually really pretty. Use this Lottie London Purple Velvet AM to PM pencil. These are fantastic. They last in your waterline all day long. Take that deep purple that we mixed on the outer V. I'm gonna stamp that on the lower lash line, just right along here. Take a little bit of like a mid-tone brown color, just to kind of blend it a bit. This shimmery purple that's super pretty. It is called Lit. And we're gonna pop that on the lower lash line. Shimmery kind of white color, it's called Let Me Explain from Colourpop, and we're just going to pop that in the inner corner. The lashes I switched to are these Eyelure Definition number 126. I really like them. I have one on so far, and I love the shape of them. I love the look of them. I think they're really pretty. I'll let you know what's on my lips. I used the BFF2 from Colourpop lip liner. It's just a really nice nude. And then I topped two different colors on top. I mixed Littlesticious and Bianca. One is a matte and one is a satin. I started off with the matte color, which is Bianca. And then I topped kind of just more in the center with the satin. This one is Littlesticious. And they're very, very similar, but Littlesticious is just a tad bit lighter. So that is what's on my lips. And I really love, Colourpop is some of my favorite lip products. I'm struggling today. Okay. Yeah, that is pretty. I love these lashes. These lashes are great. The foundation, I actually really like the foundation. I think it looks really pretty. I really like these primers. The matte one, again, if you're matte, the glowy one, if you want a little bit of glowiness, mix the two, use it how I used it. Really like that primer. It didn't feel heavy. So I'm really excited to continue to use it and see how it works with other foundations. Like I said, the foundation I really like. I already have used that concealer many times. Love the concealer. I think these are really cool. I think that they're going to be really, really pretty just to add some glow, especially if you like to add like an all-over glow to your face prior to doing your foundation, or you can just use these in certain spots. I definitely wouldn't use these to highlight and contour with. I don't understand the contouring part of it because they're too glowy. So depending on your shade, I think there is a fair and there may be a deep or a dark. So I think there's 4 shades, 3 or 4 shades. Again, I got light and medium, and I think it's really pretty. I didn't feel like it was overly glowy either. I feel like it played really nicely with the other products that I used on top. This is stunning, this Lumi Shimmerista. It's so pretty. Now that I like tapped it with my beauty blender, I feel like it really did melt into the skin nicely. I think I will pick up the other one and see if that works just a little bit better on my fair skin. It might not be as bluey, purpley, iridescent as it looks, so I'll have to get it and try it out and see and let you guys know. And then for the Semi-Precious palette, I think this is beautiful. I think there's some really pretty shades in here. This color is stunning. If you guys got this, what do you guys think? Which is your favorite color in the palette? I just think it's so gorgeous. If you like shimmer shadows, the Colourpop pressed mattes are like just some of my favorite. They're so good. You guys have heard that I love the Huda Beauty ones. If you don't want to spend the money on Huda Beauty, I think the Colourpop mattes are just as good. Spritzing my face here with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Set and Spray, or Spray and Set. And the mist was really nice on this. I usually use the All Nighter spray, but we're keeping it drugstore, you guys. You should be so proud. I haven't done a full face drugstore tutorial in so long. Like, I can't even remember the last time I did one. Just to conceal this band here, let's go over it. You know, this liner isn't too bad either. It's not like insanely vinyl, like glossy, but it's not super matte either. But it works. It works. And I really like that brow stuff. It does make your brows a bit crunchy, but I feel like they've really stayed in place nicely. So I would say overall this is a very successful drugstore first impressions. Quite a few products. Are you picking up anything? I have a list of other drugstore products that I'm ordering off Amazon and Ulta. There's the new Revlon foundations I really want to try. There's the new Super Stay foundation from Maybelline. I don't know if it's a new package or if it's a new foundation. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. But there's a lot of other drugstore stuff that's coming out that I really, really want to try. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!